Howdy cowdies, hope you're going good. Weekly walkabout the collector. We've been flat knacker again, heaps of cool stuff. Avocado enriched suntan oil, really cool, from the 1970s with the paper label. Nice little, I think, Dutch silver plated tea caddy spoon holder over the back there. Lovely little silver locket and a nice little fruit knife. We've got lots of tins and packaging. So we've got a little bungalow tea tin with a lovely old Marmite jar. Really nice little light meter in its original box. That's a really nice sort of sealing kit there for sealing your envelopes. Big lot of packaging, sort of all medicinal stuff. Neurocaine, Holdite dental plate powder, antacid powder, gripe water. But they're all in pretty damn good condition. A lot of old paper labels and stuff like that. So that's a nice big lot in there, lot 187. You got a cool little lot here. This is McRobinson's. There's some badges in there, I think you can see, with the backs there, with the little paper McRobinson's things stuck in the back of the badges or pins. And it's King George V and his wife Mary. Some more sort of salves and ointment sort of tins, bottles and jars. What else have we got? Fantastic Art Deco auto trolley. It's got the original glass shells with the lovely sort of frosted design, all the original rubber stoppers. Is in great nick. Oh, there might be a crack in the back of that caster, although it could also be a cobweb. Let's see. Yeah, it's a cobweb. But he's just a ripper. He's in great nick. Needs a quick zhuzh or something. And this is really cool. The Art Deco grandmother clock case. That nice little step top. How cool are the sort of triangular silver chrome numbers. Nice little beveled glass sort of diamond shaped section in the bottom as well. It's got no guts in it, so it is just the case. But yeah, really cool thing. Lovely bit of Art Deco. Big heavy, someone's painted, there you go, looks to be sort of copper. There's a big heavy copper coat rack there with a sort of spinning around top. Here's just a ripper. Nice little portable gramophone. Big lot of carved sort of wooden figures and tikis and masks and stuff. 2 boxes of toys. There's some cool gear in here. It's like some Star Trek data pad thing or something, and titanium posum, Star Wars. It's just the box for the game. But there's all interesting old magazines and books and old sort of paddle ball things and toys, and some in their packages still. Whatever the hell that thing is. Old matchbox and stuff in there. Good big lot. Valencia acoustic guitar, nice little carved Boab nut, and some old calculators, and sort of, there's a nice little it's a little portable alarm clock or something in there as well. 2 boxes of stuff, box of dolls, 2 more boxes of stuff. Big lot of railway books and magazines. Interesting lot of ephemera. There's some good vintage football ephemera here from the 1980s. Membership passes, fixtures and stuff. Plus some other cool books. Sun Records, Turf Monthly, John Wayne. Big lot of cards. Nice lot of cigarette tins. I know it's getting a bit dark. We're a bit late today. But there will be better pictures online. Lot number 14. Motorbike helmets. Couple of boxes for him. Another group lot, 3 boxes of sort of mixed ceramics. There's all sorts of gear in amongst. Some bears. How many bears can you fit in a box? You've got a records, dolls and doll parts. You got projectors, and it's a pretty cool old dictaphone with the foot pedal operation. Gramophones, boxes of stuff, another big lot of toys. Little model kit box for the Honda trunk bike's pretty cool. Playmobil stuff, helicopters, posters, pinballs, remote control cars, figures, Humvee stuff, Volkswagens, some bloody army tank kids toy, G.I. Joe thing or something. Some of them still in their packages. Cool little submarine's pretty cool, but is a little bit as found. Yeah, good big lot. What else do we got? Jewellery and boxes, some 1990s footy cards, AFL Players Association Select, and then Kazali Classics with the point of sale box. Cool little mix, lot of all sorts of gear. The TV Week Gold Logie key rings, pretty cool. You got Chanel sort of key rings and cufflinks and propelling pencils. Hampton Cricket Club membership badge. It's all sorts of gear in there. Tiny little pocket knife thing. Brooches. Pin-up girl and Art Deco cards. EP&S with the nice little Stokes Australian napkin ring. Another good little collection of brooches and jewellery. A couple of celluloid ones are pretty cool up the end. More toys, mainly sort of plastic stuff. Some things still in their packages. Space water gun. Jet ski. Water pistol. Mighty Max or whatever that guy's name is. He's a Lego dude. Action figures. There's heaps of Lego. Playmobil. All sorts of gear. Nice big lot. What else have we got? What else have we got? Good box of CDs. Tour of Duty prints. Pink Floyd. Bryan Adams. The Dandy Warhols. Creedence. Powderfinger. Pearl Jam. There's lots of good stuff in there. Nice big lot of CDs. Big lot of fishing gear. Big mixed group lot with speakers and guitars and skimboards. More stuff and some things. Archive reel-to-reel recorder with some tapes and a boxed microphone set. Soft toys. Die-cast toy parking garages. One of them loose and one in its original box. Noritake dinner set. Dolls, accessories, clothes, hats. There's some great old boots and stuff in amongst. Tools. Letters. These are cool, old handy cams, but one of them's got 2004 Melbourne Grand Prix, 2001 Australian Grand Prix sort of home videos on the 8mm video cassettes there. And in the front pouch here, there's heaps of Grand Prix lanyards and membership passes, tickets, stuff like that. So there's some interesting sort of old Grand Prix ephemera in amongst there, and those videos have been kind of cool. Boxes with the servant's bell box and some other interesting stuff in amongst there. More sort of doll's house accessories and bits and bobs and things and stuff. What else have we got? Big resin vintage style medieval knight. Box of comics and some modern Transformers. Box of Beanie Babies. Doll's heads. Now there's one of these ones here. That one there reminds me of somebody. It's actually broken, so there's a bit missing there, but Jesus. Some big stone cutting tool things with this big wooden carved panel. Horse racing magazines, ephemera, and some winners photos. A Dean's doll box, so it's just an empty box, but we've got some nice little bits here. It's a lovely little doll's head. And we've got these nice little celluloid ducks and geese. That looks like the little sort of mama box or something from inside one, maybe. Really good Sherwood turntable, but it's got a nice little preamp to go with it. And its original little vinyl cover. Big lot of Bose audio visual gear underneath. This is cool. A caution beware of motors. It's a big heavy wooden frame double-sided sign from an old tram depot or something like that in the city. The Volkswagen pedal cars are fantastic. I just can't remember the brand, but it's TW because it's written on the inside of the plastic wheels. But they're really cool. They're both in as found condition, but they're both pretty good. All the wheels and everything still work and all that. Just rippers. Real sort of 70s. There you go, the Church of Rock. I've got the big pair of ecclesiastical brass candelabra, which is a pretty amazing with all these berries and sort of wheat, the blood and the body and all that sort of jazz. You can see here this one has been restored. So it's broken off, someone soldered it on, but they've put a rod through it or something, so it still works quite well. It's just bloody amazing. Really cool. And then we've got the big Tascam 8-track mixing desk with the cool big pair of heavy PVPA speakers. What else have we got? Box of books. This is interesting. The Army Book 135, which is just like a textbook. But then there's good novels. Early Enid Blyton. License Renewed James Bond by John Gardner. And there's some other stuff, good stuff in amongst here as well. Some lovely old Bibles. And I think this one's like a hymn book in Latin or something like that, but it's really nice with all of the markers all the way through it. And these Bibles, they are as found. You can see on the large one underneath the cover is loose, but there's got lovely big colour plates and stuff throughout. 18-volume set Dennis Wheatley novels. Another nice big collection of sort of classic novels, all really nicely bound. You know, Somerset Maugham, Eliot West, Chartreuse of Parma. Oh, Chartreuse. That's nasty. That's that green liqueur stuff, isn't it? Anyway, knives, carving knives, ceramics. Little group lot with a nice little as found, unfortunately, little Gus McLaren or Betty McLaren Australian pottery piggy bank. You can see his ear's been broken off there. Someone's made a new one, done a pretty good job, but he has got a big crack all the way through him. It looks like someone's actually smashed him open, probably to get the money out. There's other nice bits, Carlton ware, phrenology head and some other stuff. Don Bradman's set of, I think, 7 prints with facsimile signatures, plus this nice big images of Bradman book, which is signed by Peter Allen, one of the editors. Nice big lot of die casts, 45s, more footy cards, collection of boxed and carded die casts. There's all sorts of gear in amongst. And some nice sprayers, fly sprayers. You got the Mortine one there and this ripping little Mitchell's one, plus the 2 brass and copper ones over the back. Group lot here with pipes and cards and games. Really nice little retro Hermes baby portable typewriter. Someone's got shift lock on. Euro art reference books, but there's some lovely stuff in amongst that lot. Haven't got many pictures this week, but we got this. Here's a ripping little Robert Dickerson etching. Corps de Ballet. There you go. Nice thing. Edition of 30. Can't find too many other examples floating around though. It's just a ripper. What else have we got? Some more nice purple art glass. You've got the Dutch Atlas clock there with Atlas up the top with the world on his shoulders. Another nice little lot of bottles and packaging. Rimmel's purified violet scented oatmeal. There you go. And some more sort of food additive tins, Activite, Glaxo, Lactogen, ripping old Milo there with the paper label. Got some cool flags and bunting. I think there's only 45 stars on the American flag. Fantastic kitsch. Painting on velvet. Dr. Scholl's pedograph. There you go, to measure the size of your foot or something like that. And it's got all the original papers and stuff in there. There you go, really cool thing. Model railway HO gauge with the Durango diesel engine with all the rolling stock. You got 3 nice vintage and modern unmade model kits. Good lot of Matchbox and other die cast. Great collection of Havelock tobacco tins, boxes and the rest. And some more good sort of goanna oil liniment, Hampson's extract of eucalyptus, Strickland Road Bendigo, and the electrical eucalyptus balsam. Smith Corporation Limited. Again, those 2 bottles are made in Bendigo, plus the nice goanna oil. One of them is just a box. And you can see the other one there to go in the other box. Small size transformers, but I think they're early. They're probably like G1 or G2. You got two of them there, and you got these unusual Matchbox parasites. It's your Matchbox cars, but when you pop the bottom of them off, they've got like little robots inside. Didn't know they existed until the other day. SO Tin's a ripper with a couple of nice little advertising matchboxes for Ampol and I can't remember, COR maybe the other one. Of course we've put them that way. RPM motor oil. So they're good, the little matchboxes to go with the tin. More tobacco tins, White Heather's a little ripper. Patrol with the Navy boat. 3 Nuns. This is a nice little Art Deco Bakelite cigarette dispenser. But on the lid here, we've got A. Hunt, Son and Oliver Selwell Lounges. They're a really good furniture maker. It's made by a Melbourne company as well. Garnite or Garrite or something like that is a little text. There's another cigarette dispenser. This one's pretty cool though. The chrome plated sort of, it looks like a lamp on a table. A couple of pretty cool push button cigarette lighters made by Barclay. Table lighters. There you go. You just push the sort of each button and up they go and down they go. And they're rippers. Big lot of plastic army men, Indians and the rest. And you've got Rommel and Monty hanging out together. Some of them still in their packages, as you can see. But there's all sorts of stuff in amongst. Fantastic big lot. 3 boxes full of them. Who's that guy? A headless horseman. Teddy bears. Big brass embossed frisbee. Great lot of cards. There's an old Corgi catalogue in amongst there and some good trading cards and badges and stuff. A couple of nice old tobacco tins. This is a fantastic bit. Ball punching. Scientific and extraordinary fancy novel and comedy variations. Having challenged through the Hawklet, Melbourne, Victoria, any ball puncher in Australasia, my challenge was accepted by Fred White, whom I defeated in Annex Hall, Mallop Street in Geelong. The 2 of them were punching balls. Pretty amazing. It's just a little bit of paper and someone's mounted onto the back of a bit of thick card. But it's a fantastic thing. Great old advert. Now we've got some cool stuff here. Vintage machine men in Australia. Everywhere else they were called GoBots. All the small sized one. Now these ones over the back are super GoBots. You got Cycle and Stax, the truck, with the original trailer. Mighty robots, mighty vehicles, GoBots. All right, so here they were known as machine men. All right, but everywhere else they were known as GoBots. And we've got vintage Transformers Starscream, and I can't remember that guy's name. We've got Soundwave as well with one of his little cassettes that go in him. Hound, I think, and maybe Smokescreen, but Smokescreen's missing his back windows. Hound's pretty good though. Optimus Prime, which is pretty damn complete. It's got all the stuff in the back of the trailer. The only thing it's missing are his 2 blue fists. And then we've got a Sunstreak or something, I think. The 2 Lamborghini Countashes, but it's pretty amazing to have the 2 yellow fists to go with that one. And then we've got Sludge or something like that, who's one of the Dinobots. And I think his tail's a little bit damaged. I think one of the little rivets, yeah, you can see here the rivet's missing in his tail. So when you open it up, one of them sort of falls off. Mammon steam engine's a ripper. The Brockhoff biscuit tin sign's an absolute fantastic bit. And it's marked Denif down the bottom corner there as to who's manufactured it. It's just a ripper. Got some more good signs. But all the Transformers and Machine Men are pretty cool. You got other good stuff as well. Superheroes. This is a ripper. The Hardy Progress Ties sign. All on a nice sort of shaped masonite. Got a big English World War II home front flag. Really nice big pump. Big brass pump. Old cricket bat and a pretty cool Spalding tennis racket made out of Sunshine or something like that. Yep, Sunshine Victoria. He's just a ripper. What else have we got? Some draftsman's tool. You got a big hacked, a big saw blade that someone's painted Jim Morrison's portrait on. So we thought we'd put it with the same person brought in the LA Woman CD. There you go. Clarice Cliff big reference book's a ripper. Plus a couple of nice Art Deco reference books. Cool little group light here with a nice little handheld oil burner, vaporizer and another little burner. Pair of size 12 bowling shoes with a great little Bakelite Viewmaster, Peter Pan toy sewing machine, old domino box. Another good lot of toys, sort of plastic and rubber stuff. There's cards in amongst, old Australian-made plastic aeroplane. But there's all these funny little plastic fists and stuff, which I'm pretty sure go off old Mazinga robots or something like that. There's all these great little rubber pen topper sort of robots, dinosaurs, and other stuff in amongst there. Who's that guy? Coloured glass, good lot of CDs. It's all sort of heavy metal, death metal, and the Hilltop Hoods. So Slayer, Ozzy Osbourne, Hilltop Hoods, Motorhead, Metallica, Rammstein. Good old milk bottles with some nice little labels or tops, plus the old Rosella bottle. Another good lot of sort of packaging, medicinal stuff. Sloane's Liniment, Longmore's Wonderful Sulphur Hair Restorer. I'm a bit disappointed it's still all packaged up. I was going to test that out and see if it actually worked. T-Tins, Razawadi, little robot cross-stitch caddy is kind of pretty cool. couple of Barago Formula One races, Alessandro Nannini's Benetton and Ivan Capelli's Ferrari. Remued baskets, more tobacco tins, book stands, some stereoscope viewers, and some other bits. A doll in pieces, Corgi and Dinky toys, plus some spare tyres. Good little lot of singles. Some cool old footy gear here, stickers, caps, patches, Bombers mug, Spider-Man gear. There's a bit of a crease through the cardboard package on the code breaker. And the little Mego Spider-Man there. Looks like he's been run over by a bloody truck or something. He's alright though. Beatles singles and EPs. These are good. 1950s semi-final footy records, both in really good condition. Swap cards. Great little lot of Vestas and matchboxes. This little upright Vesta case is an absolute ripper. Still got all of its contents. Some carded toys. These are pretty interesting. The Space Link Capsella. So they went with your Capsella set. You got the little Tommy wind-up penguin, Tommy pinball, Tassie Devil Viewmaster slides, and a couple of good little Disney toys. Damaged Remued. Die-cast vehicle figures and stuff. Good lot of CDs. Mars Volta, Incubus, the Pogues. At the drive-in, there's some cool stuff in amongst. Another nice lot of all the tea and coffee packaging. The Billy Tea one's an absolute ripper there. This old coffee one's pretty damn cool as well, actually, on the end. So they're just paper packets, I think. Yep, so there's nothing in them. Billy Tea, though, looks like it's got something in there. It's in pretty good. It's a little bit moth-eaten, you can see around the back and stuff. But that side's pretty good. All right, what else have we got? Fantastic. Big tin enamelled sign, British Zenith and Stromberg carburettor service. It's in really good condition. You can see there's a couple of things here and here where they've actually pulled the bolts through it or whatever. That is just a cracker. Great little Art Deco clock. Some more good tins and packaging and stuff. Eucalyptus and menthol pastels. Crown Chemicals Melbourne. Carnival glass. English ceramics. Mainly sort of 1910s or 1920s, 30s. Really nice set of scales with that nice little iron. Some nice bits of glass. All right, a nice Japanese art glass vase with a nice little German lady head vase. More Remued, fantastic thin card Kiwi boot polish sign. More Remued. Coffee and chicory tins, the Pasha one's a ripper. And that nice Griffiths one up the end as well. This is a nice big bit of art pottery on that really nice stand. It has got an impress mark in the base, but it's hard to read it and figure out who made it. But it's a lovely big thing. Beautiful glaze. More Remued. Davidson Clown Glass. Deco figure. John Campbell. Carnival. Fantastic old tin rain gauge there with that nice little little jug there to go inside it. What else have we got? A couple of nice bits Aboriginal, a little waddy-like stick, and the boomerang as well, which has got down here Lake tyres. All right, and I'm going to show you some of the other stuff down here in a minute. Shelley Harmony Wear, fantastic nugget boot polish advertising calendar made by the Union Can Company down the bottom there. And it's nice to see it with this original sort of movable little metal rod here. All right, because I'm pretty sure that would get lost pretty quickly. Victorian glass, more Remued, uranium glass, more uranium glass, fantastic Art Deco Shelley Harmony Wear cake plate with that girl dancer. That is so cool. Big bit of signed Australian art glass, just can't remember who it is. Nice big Remued pot, lovely amphora vase. It's actually nice because it's got that nice geometric design all the way around. There's usually got like a lovely geometric design on one side and then like a bloody flower or something on the other. So that's a nice bit. Heavy Italian glass vase. Ripping bit of Remued with that lovely gum nut and gum leaf and that lovely pink and green glazes. Then down the bottom here we've got some cool gear. Nice big Chinese bronze lidded urn or pot. There are 3 holes drilled through the bottom. Someone's had it outside as a plant stand. These are pretty cool. The cast bronze Griffin. I think they might have been part of a fire curb. You can see here and here. There's a little hole where they would have had a rod going across to join them, and you can also see the bolts coming out to mount them on something flat. And then there's this thing. This is pretty amazing. Victorian music box. It has 6 airs, 6 tunes, concerto, da-da-da-da-da, and it works. It's just really cool and amazing to see it in such good condition. But anyway, guys, shit, I've been talking for 25 minutes. That'll do. Hopefully you saw something you liked. See you tomorrow night.